Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
This is the worst case of male tears I've ever seen. Playing the victim because we wanted to stand up for ourselves.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
Yeah, a couple of us had a thought about that, actually. Bagley, kick it.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there.
Is London Calling. I'm Tash and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today.
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
No time to waste. Stands to reason if we found her, then any enemies she's made can find her too.
I grew up believing everything I thought needed to be said. Some kind of gift, right? Self-centeredness.
It's going to get a lot more uncomfortable.
Who's laughing now, dickhead?
No thanks.
Any luck yet? Drone, initiate search.
I know you're here somewhere.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your
That should keep
location.
them under for a while.
Received. We'll engage if necessary.
I had them. Where did they go?
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
no. This isn't fucking right. They killed her and left her to rot. Just for speaking her mind. Oh, bastards.
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
You got that right, Bagley. And when we do, we find them and make them pay. Let's see what we've got. Footprints. A lot of them, Bagley.
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
And they likely supply Albion with their uniforms. We need to get anything we can off this tablet, Bagley. The murderers took everything else.
Slightly more than the usual security. Can't just barge past it. It'll take at least a polite cough and an excuse me. Give me a moment.
This graffiti seems a bit much, don't you think, Bagley?
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang, they shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
If this is a warning to someone, it's falling on deaf ears.
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
You security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all our equipment and get it to the carousel. You, tag that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
This is it. Everything we need to bury Nigel fucking Cass. He thought he could get away with what he did to Claire, to that whistleblower, to everyone. We're gonna remind him what justice really means. That Albion knobhead said Carousel. I bet you it's Carousel Plaza, Albion's propaganda centre.
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking.
Oh, I'm definitely coming this way more often.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breed the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spells out the dangers of populism, but made it...
No!
And they are usually men.
The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
I'm not of a mind to go easy on those Albion wankers after what we saw at Freight 1. Bring them on.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we? You found Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
So it needed a huge cost to, for example, dehumanising people. And I think you see that in the
natural little thing.
Last one! All's well here. What's next?
Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Drones are on their way to the suspect.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool! This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tech teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure. Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there, to the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something. And this proof is just the token we needed.
Hold my breath. Remain where you are. You'll both...
Whoa!
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tech teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable, it cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Alright, Hamish.
Haha.
Out of hiding, I see.
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Albion's not going away anytime soon. What are you...
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on a loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
Phew, finally, some rest. I haven't been able to finish one book since I joined DedSec. I'm going mental.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Bagley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.